So one question was, what are the names of some former homogeneous type churches that have transitioned to being multi-ethnic cultural churches? This pastor is in a church that is slowly, painstakingly striving to be, but they're still pretty much homogenized. And he's interested.
Ask the question again now.
Are there any churches that you know of by name, maybe even their location, where they were like a pretty traditional, homogeneous type church, we'll say white, driving into the city, that is trying to make the steps to become multi-ethnic or multicultural church?
Presbyterians are doing pretty good in some places. The easiest church to integrate in the black community is the Assembly of God. They got an upper hand. They got an upper hand in their, they are a cross between a Bible church and a charismatic church. Yeah, in Cincinnati I've seen, again, Assembly of God. Assembly of God is the most natural to integration than any other. All you need there is a good pastor, and you'll get it. Presbyterian is totally intentional. You know, Presbyterians are highly organized and they're intentional, but they also know how to manage things to achieve their objective. You know, they're going to set goals and work on those goals and hold everybody accountable to achieve it. Yeah.
And that's what we're part of, and the pastor admits that can be a big stumbling block.
What, Presbyterian?
No, well, being highly organized and goal-driven.
Yeah.
And so part of this is for them as well.
Yeah. Now, and also, again, the young, educated, middle-class, hard-working black woman wants a better disciplined thought pattern. Am I making any sense? So in the educated community, the hard-working black woman is going to go to a church that is more orderly, quicker, if she's welcome. You know, into the community. I know the Pittsburgh, it was the Steelers both and the Pittsburgh Pirates. They moved in this highly rich community, and it was completely white until those football players got the money to buy into those communities. And the way the white women treated those black women just filled that church up quickly. You know, because the women, most of these women are ordinary women, and they have their own black women and have their own complex. But when they saw they was absolutely welcome into the community, they all went to that church of the women who welcome them into the community. You know, because here they're going to start a family and raise their family. The welcoming party and visiting your neighbors when they move in is a powerful thing. Yeah, particularly the women. And the women then is going to bring them in. That's how I ended up getting there. The church got so full went so fast, getting those black athletes in there, and the white guy didn't have a thought of what to do, and I guess he heard somebody with John Perkins. It went up to heaven. Yeah. I'm in my last days, I'm so discerned to get this racial booger man out of the way as much as I can, and let's start being Christian. You know, I think there's strength in our multiracial culture. I think there's strength in it. I think we're on God's side. I think this is what God wants.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's more and more evident that people want the same thing.
Right.
There's just that big question mark, no matter who or where you are stationed in life, is not sure how to do this. You know, so I do think it's definitely part of faith.
And I think that we are seeing too. I mentioned this morning, affirming people's dignity and little judgment, and don't play too much on the issues. White play a little bit too much on abortion. They play a little bit too much on homosexuality. Too much up front with it. I think we ought to be trying to win these people and affirm these people. Now, that don't mean we agree. Mm-hmm. You don't mean, and we don't have a language that don't condemn them. I quoted this morning, you say, I love the sinner, but I hate the sin. Why you have to say that? Why do you have to say that? Is one sin, they know you're talking about them, homosexual. What are you saying about the drinker? What are you saying about the ghetto homeless people you got there? You ain't saying about them. And so they feel that hatred. They feel that you're targeting them for hatred. You know, don't say anything about it. I'm doing on my satellite radio program. The owner, this is wonderful for me. Be on satellite radio. I make money instead of charging me money. But he go there and we're buddies, and I talk him out of it. You know what I mean? I sort of I lighten him up. Because people who are against abortion and against homosexuality is more meaner. You know what I mean? They're a little bit more meaner, and so lighten up a little, bit. You know, I'm a straight guy, and all that, but they hear us as being too mean. It's targeting them. Yeah.